Within your body, you have the power of creation. This is a very sacred power. You must always guard this power with manly wisdom. You must wait until your marriage to use it. During that waiting, what do you do with these desires? My boy, you are to control them. You are forbidden to use them now in order that you may use them with worthiness and virtue and with the fullness of joy at the proper time in your life. When this power begins to form, it might be likened to having a little factory in your body, one designed to produce that substance that can generate life. It will do so perhaps as long as you live. It works very slowly. That is the way it should be. For the most part, unless you tamper with it, you will hardly be aware that it is working at all. There is, however, something you should not do. Sometimes a young man does not understand. Perhaps he is encouraged by unwise or unworthy companions to tamper with that factory. He might fondle himself and open that release valve. This you should not do.
Reproductive organs becomes impulsive in its nature when we stimulate them often or overuse them. This causes them to go haywire and react in nearly every given situation. It is its integral part of nature. As a result, our mind and body lose control and the reproductive organs take over. When you don't stimulate them for a long time, reproductive organs become less reactive. This doesn't mean they lose their power. In fact, they gain strength and nourish us in enigmatic ways, which we can't see. What I'm saying is, by not using them often, you shun its impulsive nature and turn it down for your own benefit. Energy can't be created or destroyed, only transferred. In celibacy, if energy is not properly controlled and channeled, it will surely cost a man himself. So, what does it mean to slow down your reproductive organs? It means reducing their impulsive nature and redirecting that energy into greater spiritual channels. We as human beings are really complex. Our nature is complex. Our personalities are complex. In some ways, we are similar to animals, especially when it comes to our sexuality. We act and react on impulses, constantly seeking to fulfill our basic needs. We are subconsciously and constantly seeking them in the back of our minds. This consumes a lot of our energy and time, which is necessary for survival. You can notice this when you have a quiet mind and when you step outside your usual and build up personality. But sexuality doesn't count as our daily need. In today's modernized world, sexuality has become a constant part of our life. And this is greatly killing man's energy and not allowing him to grow spiritually in life and be truly conscious. As sensual pleasures increase, strength decreases and diseases take hold. On the other hand, celibate individuals who protect their sexual fluids experience an increase in strength and remain disease-free. Nature has set a price upon sexuality that none can afford to give. It takes its pay in physical power, in health. Those who break the laws must pay the price. This is why even the great thinker and philosophers like Pythagoras claim that sexual intercourse, when not approached with wisdom and moderation, represents the lowest form of expressing love. It is a form of love that, instead of nurturing and elevating, deteriorates an individual in various aspects. This is why, as a man, it's important to take charge of your own life, carry and apply such wisdom within to truly grow in life. Right implementation of right knowledge is real power. Man needs to strictly take care of his reproductive organs in early age, starting from puberty till his 25th birthday. The better a man can hold and transmute this energy, the better he will be able to sustain himself in the future. According to medical science, the development of semen and blood cells occurs very rapidly in the body up to the age of 25. At that time, if it is accumulated in the body, then it makes the body very healthy. And it keeps our body strong, which does not cause weakness. Therefore, by following celibacy until the age of 25, one should abstain from all sexual activities. Also, it is important to take care of our overall well-being by avoiding stimulants and temptations. As our biology peaks during this time, it often leads to temptations and the desire to express oneself. This is when great discipline, guidance, and the ability to transmute this energy are crucial. This is the reason why boys at this age should stay away from all worldly matters and should maintain discipline. But if you are beyond this age, you can still follow celibacy. But, of course, you have to follow all its rules. Using our reproductive organs is not bad or counts as sin, but using it often, fornicating, and acting through impulses, and wasting life force for momentary pleasures, which takes you months to create, is nothing more than foolishness. If one has practiced celibacy for years and has kids, then their kids would be much healthier and stronger, both mentally and physically, with lack of nearly all sort of weaknesses. Therefore, it is highly recommended for an individual to retain his sexual energies before marriage. When sexuality begins to sprout in a man during puberty, it rapidly changes him. You may have noticed how boys at a certain age become impulsive about sexuality. God has warned us about this and instructed us to control our urges and ourselves. He has also given us certain rules to follow, such as working out, eating clean and fasting, sleeping and waking up early, limiting time spent with the opposite sex, seeking guidance from a guru, staying close to them, and caring for them. It's important to understand and control our senses, as even a small lapse can lead to a loss of vital energy. This is why having the right teacher at the right time is crucial for guiding us toward the right path and understanding the true meaning of life. It's also highly recommended to avoid mental and physical stimulants. There are many forms of stimulants, and unfortunately, in the modern world, they can be found in almost everything. A certain food might seem good for your health in the short term, but if it has stimulating properties, it can eventually harm your nature. Stimulants may give a temporary boost of energy, but they ultimately diminish long-term performance. Scriptures and great thinkers also emphasize that the choices made during boyhood have profound effects on one's overall development. In whichever way we shape our mind and body in boyhood, it navigates our further life. Without such development, we will be completely lost in the endless pursuit of unfulfilling pleasures, and we will risk losing our true selves in the process. The nature of a man has given him great powers, which he holds within. These energies are sensitive and subtle, requiring constant effort to harness them effectively. These energies, by its real nature and laws, are stable. But to access them, a man must navigate many challenges, both mental and biological. This includes resisting urges, maintaining a clean gut, working out, keeping the body in harmony, and more. Once these energies are provoked, we can unintentionally enhance, abuse, and damage ourselves without knowing what cost we are paying for it. It's true that some situations are beyond our control and may provoke us, but we have the ability to control ourselves and resist the modern influences that quietly consume our soul. The longer you hold your semen and successfully able to transmute this essence within, the more your overall nature will work in its harmony. Living in accordance with your real nature will become an intricate part of you. You'll find it easier to access higher levels of consciousness and awareness rather than getting carried away by illusions of life. This gives you greater control over your life. With compound interest, the returns grow exponentially as time goes on. In semen retention, the benefits also grow exponentially with each period of retention, building upon the last, leading to increased vitality and stronger life force. Great benefits for the body, mind, and spirit come with time, and it's recommended to follow this practice for at least a year. It's not a hard and fast rule. Each one of us's nature is different. While our bodies are similar, they differ in certain aspects. The more you are able to harmonize reproductive organs, non-sexually and more harmoniously, the younger and stronger your entire being will remain. A man's strength is equivalent to his semen. The better you are able to keep the health of your semen, the better you'll grow in terms of overall health and strength. There are many factors that contribute to improving the quality of your reproductive organs and semen, but a simple one would be to keep yourself healthy and preserve energies in the body in its overall aspects. Be aware of how your energies flow and overall body functions. To understand your such nature better, accumulate knowledge, wisdom, and writings of great people and spiritual leaders. It's stated greatly in Ayurveda. The better you identify a problem, the better ways you'll find to cure it. Sacred sexual energy is gift from God. Nourish it.